Okay, so we are on that series on success series, struggle series. I can talk about how to be super successful because I'm not a successful person, but I can speak about the journey to success because I am on that journey, and by God, I will be successful, whether you like it or you don't like it. So we are moving together here. So we spoke on the previous video about the fact that there's many frequencies that you need to be cognizant of, and there's many wars that are going on at the very first time. I mean, at the very same time. And in instant frequencies, some people might be your enemy, yet in other frequencies, they would actually be your compatriots. To understand, your very own enslaver in one instance. On the other instance, they are actually supposed, should be your team member or one that you will succeed together with. Because the war is multidimensional, it's not one dimensional. And I say that it's not about being super intelligent, being hard worker, but it's about just being smart and being wise and having God. Because the wisdom is, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of all wisdom. So I see that, as I said, one of the things that I debunked is that your people are not necessarily the people that are going to catapult you to success. Sometimes it's usually the enemy. Because when people catapult you or people would bless you, they don't put you on top because they like you. No. They only do that because they've got something to benefit. Okay? All the time. It's never about, maybe if there is, that it will be rare. Usually it's about them, not about you. Nobody looks at you and say, oh, that guy is so good, let me help him with this. No. It will be on few instances where that happens. Usually is, that guy is so good, how can I benefit from him? And if they put you in a thing, it's about how they can benefit. It's not necessarily a wrong thing. Okay, I'm just saying that this is what we must be cognizant of, that as long as people do not benefit anything from you, the gatekeepers will not open the gate until they see what's in it for them. If they don't see what's in it for them, they've got no business putting you in, because you might be troublesome to whatever it is that they are eyeing. You understand? At the same time, if you come with the attitude of helping people, it is the very same people that you're trying to help that will destroy you, unless you understand what you also are going to benefit from it. If there is no benefit from it, do not bother freeing them. Let them stay in poverty. Let them stay in oppression. That is what they like anyway. Because if I try to help them, they will destroy you. So since they're destroying you, let them stay there in poverty until they recognize that what you have to offer is more important than what they're going through. The day that they've suffered enough, they will come and say, yes, we need this from you. But as long as they do not need it, let them languish in the sweetest or in the most bitter, faraway event or venue that Pharaoh has put them in. It sounds wicked, but if you come to look at it, that is the only sane way you can progress in any struggle in life, especially the struggles that have got to do with our people and our this and that. Let us move forward. The revolution. Essentially, like, revolutions do not really exist in the way in which revolutions are expressed out there. Most of the people that work on the revolution do not even believe in that revolution. Do you understand? they actually would use the revolution to self-advance, though there are others who will truly believe in the revolution. And because they truly believe in the revolution, they would be destroyed by the people that they are trying to work with, because they would have trusted them. You will trust your fellow compatriots whom you are working towards a certain thing with, like think that they are going to be with you, but not knowing that they are not with you. Okay, they they think different. They begin to figure out that what if if this thing succeeds, this guy is gonna be viewed this way. So let us destroy him. So it means that the person that liberates people is God and not you. You are not the liberator of people. So in the context of business, when we say that in business you must look for a problem in society, then you fix it. It's a business opportunity, right? But do you realize that the people whom you are solving that problem, they should be paying uh, for your solution. If you are giving out the solution for free, they will destroy you, because they will view you as somebody that's gonna make them look like lesser beings. So if you charge it, or if they have to pay to be in it, only those that can afford it will get in, and those who already don't need it. So I like the capitalistic view of viewing things instead of the socialistic view. The socialist will say, let us share the resources equally or whatever. But who is us? What do you mean by let us? Because as you move together towards that position of sharing, people will be destroying each other. They will fight each other for the resources. People are capitalist by nature, and you cannot change that. People are not socialist. People don't care about other people. You might think that you care about other people, but deep inside you don't. You only care about yourself. And therefore, it's okay to view from the point, that position of saying that I can't really help these people. Even if I were to try to help them, they'll be the ones who will destroy me. In fact, I should offer solutions for these people, and they should have an input in the progress and success of those things. They need to sweat and feel pain one way or the other. Then they will value the product and they will value you. If they don't feel any pain, they will not value you and they will destroy you. So it's important, as we spoke about our people, getting our people out of poverty. Most of our people actually like to be poor, and most of our people hate to work with people that want to uplift them. They ignore them and they devalue them and they demean them. The best way to do about it is to let them languish and suffering, and come up with a solution that will cause them to put in some level of effort. That is capitalism. That is business. And in capitalism and in business, there's no friends, there's no enemy. There's no black people, there's no white people. Now, I'm talking about another frequency. Remember, we did speak about that place where the world knows that you are black. They don't want you to succeed because you are black. But at the same time, the very same white people themselves, they are also individual beings. At times, they are forced. They have no choice but to work with a black person, because that's how their own personal ambition is going to be achieved. In that very same breath, black people as well might actually destroy you if their personal ambition is disturbed by your quest of black people's success, this vision that we have for the people. You see, it's quite a grand idea. Looks so holy on the surface, but deeper when we get on the inside, you will discover that yes, oh, The one who frees communities is not a person, it's God. It is God who will decide when black people to be free. For now, it's each man to himself, God for us all. And even if God is going to move black people to help black people, that person will have to move by the grace of God. Without God, not white people, but fellow black people will devour that person to the ground. Do you understand? So I'm saying that this thing of oppression is actually bigger than us. It's actually a move of God more than a move of men. Now, I will sound as if like I am against what I said earlier. But as I said, you need to view all sides, not just one side. And the answer shall come at the end of the day of what you do as you're viewing all sides. So, wisdom and knowledge are essential, therefore, in understanding. So, how do we move forward? Now, I'm telling you now it's about how do you move forward, not how do we move forward, because there is no we in this frequency. That's why people will witchcraft you. They are not thinking of our family or our people. They're thinking about me, 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 me. So there's a certain level of me, 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 me that you also need to embody. It becomes dangerous if it is all about you, but it's also equally dangerous if it is nothing about you, but everything about them. I hope it makes sense. Even if it doesn't make sense, maybe it's not meant to make sense now. Maybe it's meant to be known, and it will make sense during the times of decision making, when we actually come into the war, when we see that your brothers are not really your brothers, and that your enemies are actually your friends at that moment. Your brothers will be your brothers tomorrow. When we have defeated your brothers, when you've defeated them from defeating you, then they see that they cannot bring you down, but you have now succeeded in helping them. Just like Joseph defeated his brothers, he succeeded in helping his brothers. In those days, they began to view him positively, and they began to celebrate him and weep and celebrate with him. Yet they are the ones who wanted to destroy Joseph. So you do understand that the devils out there and the snake that we're dealing with is very sneaky. So there is no place for hatred. There is no place for eternal predators. There is a place for collaboration and understanding that human beings definitely are really beings that are self-seeking, and they are all out there to devour you. All of them. And none of them will be happy to see you succeed. None of them. As you succeed, they will all be unhappy. They will be jealous, and they will seek to destroy you, even if they see that what you have is good for them, because that is their instinct, that is their nature, that is an animalistic behavior. Human beings are animals. Don't be lied to. They are not people. They are animals. And animals do what animals do. It's good to know the animal that you're dealing with in this jungle of mankind. Let's speak on the next video. My name is Ngobani Zondo. Goodbye for now.